Did you have a resolution to liberate yourself this year in 2022? Did you resolve to create more time, to take care of yourself, to spend more time doing those things that matter to you? Like, exercise, eat better, and that hasn't happened yet? Well, that means you're operating from some limiting beliefs or thought patterns that are keeping you stuck. And I completely understand this. Resolutions can be a pain in the ass, and resolutions can feel like a chore instead of an opportunity. But if you think about it and face up to the truth, it means that you still don't consider yourself important enough to put first. So let that sink in. You're putting yourself last, to the detriment of your well-being. And this is probably not something new. You've been doing it for a long time. And no matter how many resolutions and promises you make to yourself, until you make the choice to really create change in your life, then things are going to stay exactly the same. And I know there are probably plenty of reasons that support this denial, but it is a pattern. And it's also a pattern that can be broken. Even if it's a pattern that's been with you for a long time, it can be broken. I understand it completely because I've been there, done that. Going around in circles, hoping for a different outcome, praying for a different resolution, getting nowhere, right? So now you find yourself going in circles with the same old patterns, repeating the same old patterns, and you don't know why. So this is when it's time to just take a step back. Step back, learn some easy ways to give yourself a break. Learn some new ways to realize some of your goals and how to achieve them. Learn how to take better care of yourself with effective self-care. So these are my suggestions. First suggestion, let go of the idea that self-care is selfish. Too many people hold on to this notion. It's like it's ingrained in us from childhood that self-care is selfish. You have to put other people first. Stop doing that. Put yourself first. Second suggestion, embrace the idea that you are worth more than you allow yourself to be at this time. Right? Let me repeat that. You are worth more. You are worthy. And you are worth more, and if you give yourself more time to care for yourself, that's going to make a huge difference. And yes, this can be tough if you're a people pleaser, if you're so used to putting others first, or you're also one of those people who has to be busy all the time. And the third suggestion is this. Sit quietly with yourself. Turn off the phone, turn off the TV, make some quiet time just for you. If you're familiar with meditation, use that. If you're not familiar with it, just sit quietly. Just sitting quietly, letting the voices in your head subside, let your inner guidance speak to you softly, lovingly, and just chill out and relax. If you can do this for 10 minutes, really just 10 minutes, you're going to want more. And that's why a simple self-care practice like sitting quietly can be so effective. And now I call this tuning into sacred self-care. Tuning in to sacred self-care. And sacred self-care is taking simple steps, more personal, intimate steps that bring greater benefit to you. And these benefits will start to show up as you keep up with loving yourself, a simple loving act of caring for yourself in a new way. You can always go back to being stressed out, worn out, full of anxiety. You're already familiar with that way of living. Or you can learn to give yourself some love and attention that you deserve. And you can go from being stressed, worried, and anxious to a self-care practice, then to a sacred self-care practice, which is a big game changer. So I know there's a part of you that hears this. I know there's a part of you that hears this, and there's a part of you that wants this. And it's a simple act of taking small steps to better self-care, which leads to sacred self-care. So there's a part of you, and you know that you want this, and it's time for you. So if this resonates with you and you can hear this message, then I urge you to click the link around this video, take the first step, join the live workshop that's happening on June 30th to find out more about taking care of you. Click the link, add your name today.